Hello everyone. We've reached the Haftarah of Parshat Shemini. In the portion we deal with the 8th day of the tabernacle's dedication. A great day, but also a day that teaches us an important lesson about fear of heaven and caution regarding the sanctity of the holy. The Haftarah continues along the same lines. It tells about the holy Ark, the greatest symbol of holiness, and what happens when it's approached with joy but without enough caution. And now to the story of the Haftarah in clear and simple terms. King David decides to perform a great deed, to bring up the Ark of God to a place of honor in the city of David. For this he gathers many people from the Jewish nation, 30,000 chosen young men. He doesn't set out alone, but together with the people in great companionship, because it's a matter for the entire nation. They set out from a place called Baalei Yehuda to bring the Ark of God. This ark is not just any vessel. It is called by the name of the Lord of hosts, who dwells between the Kruvim, meaning a place that represents the dwelling of the divine presence and the glory of God in the world. As they begin the journey, they place the Ark of God on a new cart. The ark was taken from the house of Abinadab on the hill. Those leading the cart are Uzzah and his brothers, the sons of Abinadab. They lead the ark, and Uzzah's brother walks before the ark. On the way, everyone is very happy. King David and all the Jewish people are celebrating before the Lord, meaning rejoicing, singing, and playing music. There are musical instruments of all kinds, violins, harps, and drums. This is a great joy of a mitzvah. They feel they're doing something immense, returning the Ark of the Lord to the center of the people's life. And then comes a difficult moment. When they reach the threshing floor, the oxen pulling the cart make a move, and the cart is unstable. It seems something is about to happen, as if the animals slipped or moved, and the ark is about to sway. Uzzah panics. Out of good intentions, he reaches out a hand to the Ark of God and takes hold of it, as if to steady it so it won't fall. But here, the Torah teaches us, not everything that looks like help is correct, especially when it comes to holy things. At that moment, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah. The Lord is angry with Uzzah, and God strikes him there, and he dies on the spot next to the Ark of God. It's a tough moment. Suddenly, in the midst of the joy of a mitzvah, there is death. King David is angry and very hurt. He feels there was a breach here, a severe and sudden blow. So he names the place Peretz Uzzah, a name that remains to this day to remember what happened there. And then King David was afraid. He was filled with a great awe of God. He says, "How can the holy ark come to me?" Meaning, if this can happen on the way, how can I bring the ark to the city of David? He realizes that extreme caution is needed when dealing with something so holy. At that moment, King David decides to stop. He doesn't want to bring the ark to the city of David. Instead, he diverts the ark to the house of another man, to Obed-Edom the Gittite. The ark remains there for 3 months. And then comes the surprising and inspiring part. In Obed-Edom's house, the ark actually brings a blessing. The verse explicitly says, "The Lord blessed Obed-Edom and all his household." The news reaches King David. He's told that the Lord blessed Obed-Edom's house and all he has because of the holy ark. King David hears this and understands. The ark itself is a source of blessing, but it must be approached in the right way. So King David tries again, this time with much more reverence and proper joy. He goes to bring the ark from Obed-Edom's house to the city of David with joy. And here, a very special moment is described. When the ark's bearers take 6 steps, King David stops and sacrifices an ox and a fatted calf. Meaning, they aren't just walking, they're walking with a sense of divine service and holiness. King David himself doesn't stand aside. He embraces the commandment with all his heart. He dances with all his might before God, dancing with great joy in honor of the Creator. He's wearing an ephod, a simple garment of service, not a magnificent royal robe. King David wants to show that before God we are all servants. We all serve him with humility and joy. and the Jewish people bring up the Holy Ark with the sound of the shofar. It's not just musical instruments anymore, but also the shofar, expressing excitement and holiness. As the Ark enters the city of David, Michal, Shaul's daughter, looks out the window. She sees King David leaping and dancing before God. Instead of rejoicing, she despises him in her heart, meaning she feels it's unbecoming of a king, and she looks down on him in her heart. Meanwhile, the Ark reaches its destination. They bring the Holy Ark and set it inside a tent that King David pitched for it, meaning King David prepared a special place for the Ark. Then King David offers sacrifices to God, burnt offerings and peace offerings. After bringing the offerings, he blesses the people in the name of God. This is a moment of spiritual leadership. The king doesn't just perform a ritual, he also blesses the nation. Then King David does something else that shows his tremendous love for the Jewish people. He distributes to all the people, to every man and woman, a loaf of bread and a special portion. Meaning, he makes sure everyone has something to celebrate this joyous occasion. After that, everyone goes home. That's the story of the Haftarah, a great joy of a mitzvah, but also caution and reverence in the face of holiness. King David learns the hard way, how the Holy Ark must be respected and approached correctly. And finally, when it's done through serving God and the joy of a mitzvah, the Ark reaches the city of David. The people are blessed, and the entire nation shares in the joy.